Hello, roguelike fans, and welcome back to our continued re-exploration of the 2006 7-day roguelikes. This will likely be the last one we'll be able to explore from this year. There are two others on the list that were deemed successful entries of 2006, but for reasons that vary, we won't be able to necessarily ever get them running. We'll talk about that towards the end of this episode, or the exploration of this game. Today's game is King of Muhyup by Joseph Hewitt. I always include a link to where you can download this game. For this game, I'm going to have to include a link to the archive RL. And I know that the gentleman who runs that has become aware that King of Muhyup has been rediscovered, but I don't know if it's yet in the archive. So you may not be able to download it yet, but nonetheless, check there, and perhaps it'll be there, perhaps it won't. I don't know another place you can actually find it. I found this game by going on to Reddit and posting that I was looking for a group of games, and a wonderful person there got back to me. I think his name was Vedvid. I apologize. I should have looked that up before I started this broadcast. I don't want to take the time to look it up just now. But that gentleman actually had a copy of this as well as Lurk from the 2005 7-Day Roguelike Challenge, and he got them into my hands. So that's how I came by them, but I can't provide you that link. So yeah, we'll check out the archive RL, and hopefully it'll be there. And if it's not, it will be there eventually, I assure you. Okay, King of Muhyup. I played through one game of this. I won it on my very first try, but we're going to make it a little harder now, just a little bit harder, because what you're looking at right here as soon as you start up the game, what you're seeing is actually a difficulty option. You don't see that often in a roguelike. We can play as a peasant all the way down to a hero. I played as a hero. That is the easiest setting. Peasant would be the hardest. We're going to play as a lord this time to make it a little more difficult. I don't know if we'll win or not. Let's press E for lord. Let me click into the actual game, then let's press E for Lord. What are we going to name ourselves? Let's just be Jeff again. That way I don't get confused. We're Jeff. Okay, here is Jeff. You can see his stats: health 5, attack 4, defense 5, charm 6. I am not sure what constitutes a harder game. I'm not sure if because I've chosen to be a Lord, my stats are a little lower than they were before. I didn't quite notice that. They're not much lower if they are. I don't know if my opponents are tougher. Here's the gist of this game. Your objective is to be the first player, and yes, this is kind of multiplayer, although the other players are AI. The first player to gain 10 followers and to be crowned King of Muhyup. There are various people walking around this world. There are no enemies per se as of yet, other than the other players. Theoretically, you can attack them. You can attack anybody you want, but there are other entities walking around this world. You can talk to them, you can charm them, you can try and recruit them to your team, and that will count as a follower. When you have at least 10 followers, a short while after that, you are crowned King of Muhyup. At least that's how it worked in my last game. I got 10 followers, and I was like, what the hell do I do now? I was trying to figure it out, and while I tried to figure it out, I won. But let's start walking around. You can walk around using the number pad. Convenient. You can press question mark to gain this. There is one option not listed on this list of keyboard commands, and that is press comma to pick things up. You can also press H incidentally instead of the question mark to show help. I know that for sure. That's about all I can tell you. Let's walk around here. You can leave the screen. You can't enter. You can see this building right over here. I assume we're pointing at. Let me just make sure I'm pointing at the same things. We're linked up here. Yep, we are. Okay. You can see the door right here. You can't open that. Anything you see of that nature, you can't open or do anything with. Let's just walk away this way. Okay. I was confused by this at first. I was like, what the hell? I was trying to interact with the eye. The first place I came to had an eye on it. I thought an eye would represent a creature or a character. That's what usually a letter represents a creature or character in an ASCII roguelike. In this case, I finally realized it's a graphic. It's the trunk of this triangular tree, this pine-type tree. The F, however, is a character. Again, this is like a graphic of a little house, but you can't do anything with it. It's just decorative. You can also see that we have different titles for the regions we've entered. Jeff goes to Keen Tower. That's where I am. Let's go look at that F. Now, to deal with, you can see down here, Zoe tries to recruit Zorn. Zorn agrees to follow Zoe. So Zoe now has 1 follower out of 10 that she needs to win. Let's bump into the F. The F is forest, a monk. I guess the letter seems to correspond to the first letter of the character's name. The color seems to correspond to the type of character they are. The grayish is a monk. I don't know what difference that makes. I have no idea why you care what kind of character they are, but there you go. Now, you can see when we bump into him, we got 4 options. We can attack him, we can talk to him, we can give something to him, we can ask him to join us. Obviously, asking to join means trying to recruit them to your team. attacking puts you into combat, and you have to keep bumping and pressing A to keep attacking. You might do that if you want to, eliminate a follower of another opponent, or if they're attacking you. You can give them things. I found an amulet in my last game, and I was like, what do I do with this amulet? When I tried to use the amulet, I couldn't, so I just gave it to somebody, and they seemed to like it, and perhaps that brought them over to my side as like a gift. I can't think of what else it was for. But for now, let's press B to talk. Jeff compliments Forrest. Forrest seems offended. That's not good. Let's try it again. I compliment him. Oh, he left. Sorry. I'm going to keep bumping into him for now. He seems even more offended. Maybe he's a lost cause. Now he seems pleased. Wedge attacks Gordon. Gordon dies. Todd attacks Zoe. Zoe dies. Okay, well, there's one person removed from the game. Alright, he seems very pleased. If I can get him pleased enough, I might be able to get him to join me. D. Jeff tries to recruit Forrest. Forrest agrees to follow Jeff. There we go. One follower. Now Bruce tries to recruit Jeff. Jeff agrees to follow Bruce. It must be a different, must be another character named Jeff on the map besides me, I assume. Maybe I should have taken a more unique name than Jeff. We can now assign him a mission by pressing D. Try it. We can either tell him to kill somebody or recruit somebody. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm not sure these command sets really work. I've seen them work, but I've also seen them not work. Let's try recruit. B, recruit. He's a monk, so maybe he could try to recruit other monks. Would that make sense? I don't see any monk options on here. Let's have him recruit a peasant. How about rock? Go recruit peasant rock. So I press B. Now here it says you give orders to Forrest. Let's try bumping into him again. Does he have... See, and now it's still saying task nothing, so I don't know. Let's just escape and hope he got the message. I did give him an order. You can see it right here. Lucky attacks Corey. Corey dies. A lot of combat going on elsewhere. Let's hope he does his thing. They usually don't leave the map. They don't usually leave their square, like unless they happen to be at the edge, so I don't know how he does it. I have given orders to somebody who wants to attack somebody, and they went over and attacked them. I have given them orders to recruit people, and they did it. I once didn't give a person orders to recruit somebody, and she nonetheless went off and recruited somebody, and it counted towards my followers. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions here. The yellow X would be a character whose name begins with X, and it would be of class peasant. That T appeared out of nowhere. Maybe it came out of the house. Maybe they just regenerate if they're killed. I don't know. Who is this? This is a peasant named Zorn. Let's talk to him. He seems pleased. Let's try asking him to join. Nope. Let's just keep pestering him. Because obviously, continually bugging somebody is always the way to get them on your side. There, we got 2 followers. There's something laying here. Let's pick this up. You gotta press comma again to pick things up. Jeff gets Jade. I guess you can give that to people to, try and... Oh, he's already got a task to attack me, it looks like. And I think his health skill and his attack skill and that are better than mine, I think. Nonetheless, let's try talking to him just in case I'm wrong. He seems pleased. Well, maybe he's not attacking me anymore. Maybe he's tasked to attack somebody else. Let's ask him to join us. Alright, he's following me now. Now he's got no task. He is a warrior. Maybe you can only give attack commands to warriors. Let's try it. Let's try assigning a mission to kill a target. How about go kill Ali? I don't know why I just randomly picked a peasant. I thought maybe a peasant would be easy to kill. Let's see if he does anything. I don't know. Here we are. We got up to Star Mountain. These different areas do seem to be randomly generated. It's not the same areas as before, South Fortress. The titles seem different than my last game, and as well, the actual layout of the map seems a little different. This guy's already on our side. These are our 3, right? So far. Now, they can get recruited by other players as well. The redness, perhaps that's... what other kind of characters are there? It might mean that person's already tasked to attack me or something. No, it's a bandit. That's a bandit. That's a class bandit. Let's talk to them, because that seems to be the easiest way to get them to join us. All right, that one's following me. So far, it's been pretty easy. We got 4 followers. Couldn't be easier so far. Who are you? It's Monk, right? This is Monk Eugen. At the Strange Fortress. Let's ask him to join us. No, let's keep bugging him. All right, that one's following us. 5 followers, man. We are kicking ass. Let's grab this up as a gift, I guess. Fancy shrine. Let's grab up... What do we grab? I got flowers. Monk Una. Let's give her the flowers. Or him. She complimented me. Thank you. Let's ask you to join me. She's nonetheless rejected it. Let's just keep talking to her. Yeah, we're both mutually complimenting one another and pleased. I'm going to talk to my guy here and assign, as a Eugen, assign him the mission of recruiting Una. Recruit J. It doesn't say he has a task. It might be an error. I'm not sure. Or it might be, I don't know. Maybe I don't quite understand things. Alright, she's with me. 6 followers. I'm not going to lie. I guess this is a little like a hovel with smoke coming out or something. It's nice little ASCII kind of graphics. I'm not in love with this game. I was really intrigued to play it because, you know why I was intrigued to play this was because it's been lost. It's been lost forever, right? Rogue Basin has nothing on it. It's just been disappeared. And even all of my methods that I use to track down things archaeologically, like I dig through the Wayback Machine, see if I can find things listed anywhere. I follow every lead I can, and I couldn't find this. It was just one gentleman who happened to have it and give it to me. That to me makes this an intriguing game because it's been lost for so long. That said, I'm not in love with it. It's an intriguing concept. It's a really interesting concept to work with, and it's I don't know. It's marginally fun, but maybe it's because I don't fully understand the game yet. Maybe it's because I'm playing it too easy and difficulty. I don't know. I do like this fact. You can see a lot of references to things. The Meadow of Asphi is a reference to the Temple of Asphi games. I used to think it was Apshai. I grew up calling it the Temple of Apshai, but perhaps I'm wrong. Or the Dungeons of Apshai. Let's talk to Warrior Victor. He seems pleased. Let's ask him to join. There, he's with me. This has been way easier than my harder game. Let's talk to this bandit. Deborah's pleased. She's with me. This has been about as easy a game as you can get. Let's grab up this... Hell, maybe everybody else is dead. Let's grab this. If you get hurt in combat, you can eat food. I just picked up noodles there. If you press I, we can see what we're carrying. Amulet, Jade, and noodles. I think the Amulet and Jade are just to give to people. This person already... Is this Eugen? Already on my side. And that's Una. Already on my side. Don't need to worry about them. Just need 2 more followers and we are done. This person's Sheila or something like that. Celia on my side. That's fine. This person's still on my side. Is this Forrest, our first guy? Yep. Seems like no enemies have come over this. Whoa, who is that T? Is that T somebody we have to worry about? Is that Todd or something? He's already on my side. Alright, we're doing fine, guys. You see their health is a little down. Portia tries to recruit Wedge. Wedge rejects the offer. It might be a reference to Star Wars Wedge. Victory Castle. I was in the town of Ultima in my previous game, which I thought was kind of amusing. Where are we now? The Forest of New. Oh, here's somebody new. Speaking of new, Wedge, who is with Portia. You can see there it says Master Portia, so that person's with them. But let's try and compliment them and steal them from her. There. That was easy enough. 9 followers. Fuck you, Portia. I'm guessing that's Portia there. So that might be an enemy player. She happens to be a monk, and she has 1 follower. Possibly the A. Let's go get the A for ourselves. Let's not attack her right now. Let's not mess with her. She could probably kick our ass. Her wise move would be to attack me right now. Hello, Ali. I sent somebody to assassinate you before, but I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you an amulet. Even though you're tasked to attack, you're attacking me, you son of a bitch. Well, fuck you then, peasant. You're going to die. Let's make sure Portia's not also joining in on the attack, because together I'm sure they could kill me. She keeps giving him orders. I think she's just telling him to kill me. Well, it didn't work, did it? We picked up steak. If we were hurt, we could eat that and get it back. You can see the little plus sign. That's a tombstone, I guess, showing us where somebody died. Are there still enough, NPCs to win this game? Can I recruit Portia herself? Is that possible? Hello, Portia. You're named after a Shakespearean character. There, I've got 10 followers. As far as I can tell, she's another player. Now, if I understand the game correctly, I will walk around and the game will end. There you go. You're crowned King of Muhyup. That was even easier than my first game. My first game lasted longer and was a lot more difficult. Playing at one difficulty level up was pretty easy. I don't know, guys. Intriguing concept. He says it's based on the old Commodore 64 game Shogun, but he based it on memory, and he was basing it, even at the time he made this, which would be 2006, he was basing it on what he remembered from 1986. He said 20 years ago. So I don't know the game Shogun on PC or either on a Commodore 64. I don't know if I ever played it or not. I had a ton of C64 games. Yeah, intriguing concept. The idea of recruiting people. I like the idea of competing against other NPCs for a victory. I love the that core concept at work here. And perhaps I'll return to it later and try playing it on a much more difficult level. But at least in my first 2 games on this difficulty level, it's not been much of a challenge. Admittedly, we just played it on difficulty 2 out of 6, so that's not very challenging. But there you go. That's the King of Muhyup. I will include a link to the archive RL. Check for it there. I'll actually contact that dude again to make sure he does have it, in fact. And if not, I'll send him my personal copy. Yeah, you'll find it there eventually. I'm certain of that. In terms of the other 7-day roguelikes from 2006 that we were not able to look at, one of them was Valley of Gehinnom. Seems to be lost. It was by somebody named Conjun. I've actually contacted him online, and he doesn't have a copy. He doesn't know where to find a copy, so it's probably lost forever. But then again, we thought King of Muhyup was, so you never know. The other one is called Rogue Tower, and I do have a copy. I believe I got my copy from Archive RL. I have the executable. I have everything that should make it run, but when I try to run it, it just crashes. So I don't know if there was another version made that would run correctly. I don't know if I'm running it incorrectly. I've tried running it through DOSBox. It still doesn't run in case it was a DOS game. I tried that. I've tried running it through Python. That doesn't work. I've tried a few different things. Yeah, nothing seems to really get it going. So as far as I know right now, Rogue Tower, at least at present, is something I cannot get running. So as far as I know, that is it. That is our complete exploration of the 2006 7-day roguelike challenge. A lot of really cool games. I can't deny my personal favorite, for reasons I elucidated when I actually did the video on it, is the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I think that's a fantastic game. Incidentally, as far as I can tell, Karem, who made that, is working on it again. He watched the videos I put up and said it inspired him to get back to work, and as far as I can tell, he's done some more work recently. So there might be a really, an even more improved version coming out soon. If you follow that link, you can find what he's working on currently, the link I provided in those videos. All right, that's it, guys. We're done with the 2006 7-day roguelike challenge, unless those other games come to light. I'll be moving on next, probably to Brogue. I just took a vacation out of town for Thanksgiving and brought my iPad along, and that's usually where I play Brogue. But I have a PC copy too, so we'll play through that. I love that game. It's a fabulous game. It doesn't belong to any 7DRL, so let's just tackle it now while I'm in the mood. I'll probably look at that in the next day or two. All right, have a good one, guys. Talk to you later. Press escape to get out of this, and then stop recording. Bye.